Hey, what's up, you 4,500 beautiful people? Welcome back to the channel. As always, my name's Anton, and hopefully all of you guys are having a fantastic day because we're going to be returning to Papa Roach, this time stand up. So I have been having the last two singles that Papa Roach has put out, Dying to Believe and Kill the Noise. I've been having those songs on repeat. I've been listening to them every single day. Like, Dying to Believe is just, it's such a banger. It's an incredible song with honestly just an incredible message. Like, I just think it's one of the best. I'm vibing with it right now. I'm just adoring it. And I don't know very much of Papa Roach, so this is kind of like, I'm excited to get into these guys more. But yeah, so this I just saw kind of recently came out. This is a stand up. And yeah, as always, before we get into it, if you guys have any song quests for me and you want to vote on what artists come on the channel every single week, definitely join everybody in the Discord, link down below. Also, if you guys want guaranteed song quests and you want to check out all of our full album reactions, join everybody in the Patreon, also link down below. And that's it. So let's get into Papa Roach, stand up.
Sweat, 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 sweat. Stand up, stand up. I hear you banging on that battle drum when we play this song. All my people rise up, we about to set it off. This for the voiceless and for the hopeless. They say that you can chase your dream, but they take away your choices. So watch out, you're in the zone now. Watch out.
Okay, so this one's like way more kind of like not aggressive. Dying to Believe and Kill the Noise were like a lot poppier. Even the rapping style in Dying to Believe, that was like a pop rap song. You know what I mean? It was easy to follow. It was melodic. This one is much more like underground. This has like a much more like kind of underground rap feel to me. And it'll be interesting. We'll see what kind of chorus we're going to get, because I don't think we're going to get an arena chorus in this one. I don't think it would fit. I think this one needs a call to arms kind of chorus. I think this is going to be like a lot of kind of gang chants, vocal chants, that kind of thing. That's just my thought, though. We'll see what happens.
For the hopeless, they say that you can chase your dream, but they take away your choices. So watch out, you're in the zone now. Watch out, they taking notes now. Watch out, they're trying to define us, but all I hear is blah, 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 blah. Sweat.
It is interesting.
Stand up, sweat, stand up. Sometimes I feel like letting go, 'cause
wasn't expecting this.
I've ever known, but I know I'm not alone. I hear the echo. It's a violent symphony. It's that voice inside of me, screaming.
We captured them, I was thinking.
To breathe. I hear it echo. Stand up!
Yeah, this song is like changing a lot.
Stand up! Sweat. It's fight time, baby, it's the right time. Crazy you would.
Okay, this song is doing so much that it kind of works, that it has kind of a poppy chorus. Like, if it was just this and then just the chorus, I'd be like, okay, I feel like these things, they don't belong in the same song. But because there's kind of so much going on, you kind of like, okay, I don't know what belongs in this song. Kind of like there's everything here. So that is interesting how they did this one. This one is way different than I was expecting.
Sweat. It's fight time, baby, it's the right time. Crazy you would flatline if you knew the truth. And now it's halftime, murder in the track. I'm strangling the faction till you give me some proof. I see them feed us the violence until we're sick and defiant. We're so confused in this delusional show. And now they're taking
lyrics are fucking on point too.
the masses, now where the fuck did our humanity go?
Yeah.
Sweat.
This is like,
Stand up.
this is interesting.
Stand up. Sweat. Stand up. Sometimes I feel like letting go, 'cause it's all I've ever known.
I wish this was a bit faster though. It's a good chorus though.
Echo. It's a violent symphony. It's that voice inside of me, screaming out for room to breathe. I hear it echo. Stand taking notes now. Watch out, they're trying to divide us, but all I hear is blah, 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 blah.
I like that laugh. Where are we getting here? Breakdown?
Sometimes I feel like letting go, 'cause it's all I've ever known. But I know I'm not alone. I hear the echo, echo, echo. It's a violent symphony. It's that voice inside of me, screaming out for room to breathe. I hear it echo, echo, echo.
There's so much like attitude and energy here.
Stand up! So watch out, you're in the zone now. Watch out, they taking notes now. Watch out, they're trying to divide us, but all I hear is blah, 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 blah. Stand up!
Man, Jacoby is such an excellent frontman. Like, he has so much energy. Like, I'm gonna get him on my podcast, like 100%. Like, I'd love to talk to him because I love that no matter how kind of political he gets, and it's not really political, but how social he gets, how pissed off he gets, he always keeps the hope. You know, I really respect that. I like that at the end of everything is like, yeah, they're trying to divide us, like, but they can't. You know, like, let's come together. I'm loving the lyrics on these songs. Like, it's just hard hitting, it's honest, and I feel like he really pours his heart on the line. Like, he really puts his heart on the line. Like, he's just vulnerable. I really respect that about him. And I think just Papa Roach is such a fun band. You never know what you're getting. I have no clue what the next single is going to be like. You know what I mean? It's exciting listening to this kind of stuff. But yeah, this is definitely just about the world right now. Like, I'm Canadian, so we just had the trucker convoy thing, and then how it's interesting. I don't really care what people's opinions on it are, because it's not the point. But it's just like, yeah, our world is super divided. People are pissed off about having their companies destroyed, being told what they can and cannot do with their lives, and man, like, it's pretty crazy in some places of Canada. Like, yeah, it's crazy. It's like you can't even get food if you're like unvaccinated. Now, like, that's not a perspective on vaccination, but it's just the simple fact of the matter that you can't eat if you're not vaccinated. Like, it's just, when you just think about that from like a meta level, it's like, okay, that's interesting. It doesn't matter what your perspective on it, if you think it's right or wrong, but we now live in a world where, yeah, you can't eat if you don't comply to the rules of the government in some way. And then, you know, you might be able to say like, okay, but it's the corporation's right to kind of do that. And sure, I guess, but we also do live, like, because they could be like, oh, you can always like go talk to a farmer and stuff, but they're also trying to put down laws where they're trying to take out the small farmer. They're trying to make it illegal to actually sell, like it's actually, they're trying to make it illegal where you can't sell to normal people as a farmer. You have to like only sell to the big chains. So now we're going into a world where it's like they're trying to make it illegal to even survive outside of the system. So it's just really interesting. When I think about it like that, I'm like, this is fascinating. And I like how Jacoby just asks questions. Like, that's like me. I don't have strong opinions on it. Like, I'm always going to be for freedom. That's just kind of in my DNA, in my blood. I want people to be able to survive and live their lives. Like, that's number one, as long as it doesn't impact me, you know? But, you know, if I don't feel like it's my right to tell other people how to live their lives. And I think that that's a problem in the world right now, because we're living in a world, because of all the stuff going on with COVID, where it's very much everybody telling each other how to live their lives. And I just think because of that, there's so much division and anger and hatred and chaos and victimization and fear. And I think, yeah, the media is, in my opinion, definitely seems to be more on the propaganda side of things. I'm open for anyone like disagreeing and that kind of thing. I'm cool with that. But from kind of how I see things, I think there's a lot of propaganda and lying going on. And that's it. I just wish people wouldn't lie. You know what I mean? I just wish people, if you have a bias, just say what your bias is. You know, if you're CNN, if you're Fox News, I don't like either of them, but just, yeah, say, like, I just wish there was honesty, because everyone's trying to say, oh, we have objective news. It's like, no, you don't. It's opinion pieces. Everything is about opinion. Everything is what you should and should not believe. Instead of just, here's the statistics, here's the facts, make up your mind about what you think is going on and what you think the threat level is. But no, it's very much fear. It's a lot of, like, you know, I'm not a fan of our prime minister here, because I think he causes a lot of division. I think a lot of the things that he says, he paints people, he generalizes entire swaths of human beings as misogynistic or racist or all these things, and he doesn't know any of them. He doesn't know their backstories. He doesn't know. He's guessing why they're doing what they're doing, like, especially with that trucker convoy thing. Like, people have asked me, what's your perspective on the trucker convoy? I see pros and cons on both sides. I think on one hand, I think that they've pushed the Canadian people to the point where if you don't do something that is radical, you are not going to create change. They love peaceful protests because they don't have to do anything, because peaceful protests don't work. So they're pushing the Canadians to the line where they have to do something as crazy as stopping traffic. And that's where I also get it. I don't like the fact that they are stopping traffic. I don't like that that's, you know, stopping the commute routes of Canadians in Ottawa. I don't like the fact that it's keeping people up all night because you're honking horns, and they changed that. So, like, I'm kind of in the middle with most things. I'm like, look, you push people to the degree where they feel like they have to do this, and I think that's valid. But I just wish there was another way. And I wish that Justin, our prime minister, I wish he actually would have talked to these people. Like, all they wanted was for him, at least to my knowledge, all they wanted was for him to talk to them. And again, you know, they could have hashed it out. They could have talked and come to an agreement on something. I don't think they should have asked him to stand down and to walk away as prime minister. I think that was an exaggeration. I don't like that. He got into office through due process. He won fair and square. I don't think you should ask for someone to step down. But the fact that he didn't talk to them, like, they are part of his country, like, they are his citizens, and to just deny speaking to your citizens and the people that you're supposedly looking after, I don't like that. I think that was a lack of leadership. Just my opinion, though. But yeah. And yeah, you know, some people might be like, oh, you know, you shouldn't bring politics into your music reactions. And I see this channel as me just saying what comes to me. If I'm inspired to speak about the music, I speak about the music. If I'm inspired to speak about the lyrics, I speak of the lyrics. I'm not going to censor myself, because I've done that, and it doesn't end well. It makes you frustrated. It makes you not want to do reactions anymore, because if you have to, because now you're an actor, now you're something. You're creating a facade. When you censor yourself, you're creating a facade. And I got to a point where I did that for so long that I was like, fuck, I'm not myself in these videos. I'm a part of myself, but I'm not really who I am. And so, you know, if people disagree with me, totally cool. I get it. And, you know, maybe this channel's not for you, right? And I get it. Some people love my energy. They love my reactions. They love my musical sensibility, but they might disagree on my thoughts in this video. And that does suck. That does suck, because I've been there. I've loved artists and people so much. And then they say something I really disagree with, and it makes it harder for me to back them and harder for me to get into them. But the one caveat is, I always say, as long as they are honest, true to themselves, authentic, and as long as they actually care about human beings, I can put my opinions aside. And hopefully, to anyone who maybe disagrees with my opinions, hopefully you see that my heart's in the right place. Hopefully you see that I just want us to come together, and I want to like everybody. I want to like our prime minister. I'd like to have him on my podcast and just talk to him, and I'd like to laugh with him about the fact that, you know, we both, you know, I don't know, want kids one day or something. I don't know what his family situation is, but like I want to be able to just interact with anybody. I don't like division. That's the number one thing. And so anyone that disagrees with me is like, I can't support you anymore. Hopefully you can just see that I'm like, yeah, I would stand up for you too. You know what I mean? If you were on the line as another human being, and if it was a good reason, I would stand up for you too. I would say, yeah, that's not cool. Even if that person I disagree with, even if their opinions I don't think are valid, yeah, I'd stand up for you. So hopefully you would do the same in return. But yeah, this was an awesome song. I really like the message of it. What other Papa Roach songs should we check out? Leave a comment down below. And yeah, if you have a song quest for me and you want to vote on what artists come on the channel every single week, join everybody in the Discord, Patreon for guaranteed song quests and full album reactions. And if you enjoyed this video and you want to help out with the almighty YouTube algorithm, leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you digged anything I talked about in this video, I have my link to my podcast down below. And that's it. So I'll see all of you guys again tomorrow. I love you. Peace.